Incoming transmission. Good morning, cadets, and welcome back to our Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough, where we're just gonna walk around the Nexus and get to know everybody. And we're gonna start with Addison, I think. She's here. Yep, right. Addison.
Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Okay, you okay there?
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Whoa, chill out.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
Well, all that matters at this point because he's dead. We can't do anything about it. So
I don't want to get into it. Things went wrong. And now I'm the one you have to deal with.
Alec Ryder wouldn't accept that kind of ultimatum. Damned if I will. We'd never have left home if we... Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Okay, understandable, but we have to work together here. Right. What was your relationship with my father?
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends, or...?
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a
Makes
colonial
sense.
director without colonies.
Okay, that makes sense. What about your position?
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Okay. But why did the outpost fail? I mean, Habitat 7 was a bust, but surely the other ones were better, right?
You've had no colony successes in over a year? How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel. Not headed by Tan. Or even me.
Okay, I sense a bit of interesting relationship between her and Tan. But what is the plan for the hostiles?
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Okay, so we have a name for the hostiles, the cat. Any insight in the strange tech we came across?
There's also this strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
I guess this is it for now.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Right, so we have a lot of work to do. Anything else?
Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood.
Okay, I'll be going then.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder.
Okay. Who's next? I don't think there's anyone left on this level. So we need to go down. I think... yeah, that's 10. Cash is over there, and then we have... oh, we have a... I think this is a quest. We have Cash and we have Kandros. Let's talk with Cash first. Anything I can scan? Maybe a sound. Information wall. What
Hello,
can you tell me?
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic.
Okay. What can you tell me about the viability status?
Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk.
Well, that explains everything. What about my file?
You are Sarah Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait?
Damn, 2 years. Like, yeah, 1 year and a half towards 2 years. That's a lot, man.
For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros.
Okay, so what's the status now of the Nexus?
Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations.
Okay, that was fast. And what about the selection process?
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
Well, 6 now, hopefully. Thank you for the info. Let's continue to meet with Cash. Just gonna have this activated in case there's something I can scan. Don't mind me, Cash, I'm just taking your stuff. And there's a data pad. Same shit, different day. Got it. Okay. For posterity, in case the initiative goes belly up. The Nexus is a 4-ringed circus. Don't like how Tan operates, and his disdain for the Krogan is obvious. I believe his intentions are ultimately good, but he's an opportunist, less likely to create more dissent. I don't see the Nexus coming together if it's left unchecked. It's already polarizing Edison. She's taking the cue to circle the wagons. I think I can talk to Kandros about this and at least try to get the two of us more coordinated. Or maybe not. Seriously hate this kind of drama. You and me both. You and me both.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all.
Yes, everything good?
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Well, I only talked with Edison and she's still not happy. So, yeah. I don't like her either. What can you tell me about your job?
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
But where are the other Krogan?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Okay, so there was a mutiny as well? Great. But what do you mean by number 8?
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Oh. So what happened to the other 7? Never mind. I think I might know the answer. Either exiled or not among us anymore. So what was the deal?
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Alright. But yeah, why are you still here then?
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Okay. But considering you told me about the mutiny, what other problems does the Nexus have?
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Whoa. Wait, how and when?
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
Well, that's a bummer. And any other smaller problems or bigger problems that I should be aware of?
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Yeah, been hearing that all this time. But I know in Mass Effect 3 we cured the genophage. But I think time-wise, I think they still have the genophage here.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Right, so the initiative left before... Yeah, I remember that. They left before the events of Mass Effect 3, so makes sense, they still have the genophage.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Yeah, true. But do you have a cure in progress here?
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
So what does that mean? 4 in 1000 will get to live? They didn't exactly specify.
Nothing more
Yeah.
for now.
Later.
Okay. I read the datapad. Kandros. What can you tell me? Also, wait, is this a shop over here? Yeah, we have arms, merchant. Somebody's locked in there.
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
But, okay, what's with these prices though?
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. But for now, actually, yeah, I can sell salvage. Got 1000 out of it. Probably I'm just gonna deal with this a bit later on. For now, I'm okay like that. Okay, that's the shop. That's to talk with him. Anything else around here? So this is operation container. There's an armor over there. Wait, can I use this? Damage control. Kandros. This is from Jeron 10 to Kandros. As you are aware, there was a mutiny aboard the Nexus during your absence. Events escalated quickly, but we believe they began with a fire in hydroponics and theft in the armory. Motivations for the uprising vary. Mob mentality was certainly a factor, but for the leaders, including your predecessor, former security director Sloan Kelly, it was a conscience betrayal. There have been perfunctory attempts to catalog and address the damages caused by Sloan's people during the uprising. Supplies stolen, equipment broken, things of that nature. But I was hoping the militia could step in and draw up an official report. It's imperative we know what we're working with if we are going to survive. Director 10. Reply to Jaren 10 from Kandros. Director 10. I need my people focused on defending the station, not taking inventory. If we really need militia oversight, I'll get Sergeant Nels to look at it. That said, it was my understanding the exiles were more Calix's people than Sloan's. Isn't he the one who started the mutiny? Kandros. From 10 to Kandros. Calix Corvanis may have started it, but Sloan made her allegiance clear. I know she held you in high regard, but I hoped you can be impartial when it comes to this task. Director 10. From Kandros to 10. Sloan Kelly's not who I thought she was. There won't be a problem. Kandros. From 10 to Kandros. Good. Then you won't object to sending a small and discreet reconnaissance team to find out where Sloan and the exiles might have gone. When we do get colonial efforts up and running, I don't want any surprises. Director 10. And then report on the exiles from 10 to Kandros. Forwarding report from recon team 232. Trails cold. Found what looks like abandoned camps in the Pfeiffer system, but none with living inhabitants, only graveyards. The conspirator Irida was among the dead, but not Sloan Kelly. Kadros. Interesting. Really interesting. What else we have
The
here?
planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
Okay. Can talk with you. Professor? Or... Okay, I need to be in front of him.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
About...
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
And what are your specialties?
What fields do you study?
Herrick's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Okay, is that it?
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Okay, what bioscans? Sure. Sounds interesting.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Okay, so this is a quest. Got it. And it's a gathering quest. Basically, I think the same how it was with minerals in Mass Effect 1 and all the medallions and all that. What about you?
Want to hit some rocks for science?
Stop me if you can.
What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Sure. And you?
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I
course.
can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
You need to stay focused. Don't worry, I can deal with this.
Your work is important. Don't lose sight of that. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Okay. Anything else?
The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
How can I help?
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans for a school are underway to inspire a new generation of young minds. I want to craft a model of the cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you, and my thanks.
Okay, will do. Which console? That one? Is that the only one? There's a lot of sparks coming from this console, guys. And you're looking at me. Is something bad is about to happen? Not. Oh, okay. Final proposal. Professor and Henrik et al. Since we are by definition an invasive species in Andromeda, our inevitable footprint must be laid carefully, and we must preserve anything we replaced. The Helios cluster represents an unexpected challenge. We arrived with seeds, archives, and DNA banks to ensure preservation of the biodiversity of the Milky Way. But this cluster is scarred by the Scourged, and its unique flora and fauna are threatened by its turbulence. That too requires conservation. Yep, activate. Geophysics VI beta build. Patch notes. Chief R. Lucan. Streamlined interface with Omnitool, minimal lag. Tuned voice recognition to recognize both aluminium and aluminium. Okay, might have butchered those both words. Haptic interface no longer defaults to transparent, also resolves GSV 2027 haptic interface not found. And customize Sam's handshake protocol. I can't activate this. Okay. Or I can only do one at a time. Huh. Custom model Dr. Leinomi Aridana. The 3 initial systems model will be complete by next week. We shall see our place in the world. Orbital variance for the Nexus. It must be corrected as construction corrects our orientation. A reminder. Our daughters will not know stasis. The 600 years sleeping. They will be born of Andromeda and whatever is unfolding. These clusters, in its chaos, was not welcoming. But it matters less what we suffer here, more what we bring. Okay, does that... Yeah, scan planets across Helios, wildlife, eating rocks. So this activated all tasks and missing signed vessel. Got it. Journey so far. Then we have inventory. I'm gonna mark them all as seen. What else? We have the completed missions. We need to... only have Kandros to speak of. And why is this one selected? Check that one, thank you. Ah, okay. It just shows. Oh, Liam.
The handoff there. Too small. Pathfinder. No time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is... let's call it strained.
I can believe it. Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Yeah, there's also a chance they didn't make it.
There's apparently no viable planets in range. Exile may have been a sanitized death sentence.
What a shit show. Pathfinder, we have to get this back on track or we don't survive. No pressure, right?
Yep, no pressure.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
Right.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
Wait. Nexus.
Pathfinder, I'm feeling less bad about missing a year of this. Everyone's beaten down. Nothing to do but watch the reserve shrink.
And now all eyes are on us.
All I know is, we have to fix it.
Okay, anything else?
It's quiet here. Still get opinions, of course. And talk to security.
What about?
Leaders, direction, lack of it. Tan is the standout, but none of them have made friends.
Okay, so who would you support?
Who would you say is actually measuring up?
My dad would say elections were rubbish because you don't get people who could do the job, you got politicians. By that measure, I go Addison. She does not want that job.
Okay. Anything else?
Ryder?
Liam?
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
Okay, I believe this is the quest. Are you okay?
It's not right. It's not fair.
What?
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Okay, what was the crime then?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Okay, I can do that.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Okay, and I think it's that way. Datapad. Apex status. My voice. Lieutenant, based on status report 16C, it seems we're now closer to gaining a foothold in any sector. Without decent recon and greater intel on this enemy, I'm starting to think our efforts are futile. The risks involved and continued loss of resources and lives makes it hard to justify it. With morale this low, we need to scale down expectation again. Kandros. Everything good, Kandros?
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Okay. What do you know about the cat? Let's start with
What
that.
do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Okay. And why did you come to Andromeda?
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
So he is related to Nyreen. I had a feeling. R.I.P. Nyreen. Okay, back to the topic at hand. What exactly is your role, more specific?
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
True. Are the Turians okay here?
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Yeah, I can understand that. What uses is the militia now? I mean, besides security, and maybe I think it's the only security available now.
It's rough out there. I might need backup if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Okay, will do.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Nice. So, which means this one here.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyr and Kandros for authorization to participate.
Okay, what
That's
are
the
the
console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
dispatch them for what exactly?
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts holding key positions, or just distracting the kit. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I do believe this is a bit like multiplayer, and I think it's dependent, not sure. But it's something that you can do every... Okay, this is completed. I didn't send to anybody, but whatever. Not sure what's with these ones. But yeah, this is just like a mini game. Send strike teams and they... I think they bring you mission funds, loot box, whatever and all that. Right. And it's... I think it's real time. And yeah, this I can play in multiplayer or send strike teams. 78. You can go there. And you can do this. Okay. Why exactly is this one? Okay. I think this depends on internet connection and all that, but we got some stuff from it. Yeah, the data pad over there. Does this change? No, it's the same. Kandros, anything else?
No news on the Turian Ark yet. Or is this militia business?
No business.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Please be advised that
Right.
procedures are now complete.
Let's... I believe, yeah, was here. What can you tell me about
Help
this
you.
guy?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Milkgun, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
No, that's not what I'm here.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Okay, and how did he end up dead?
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
So it was an honest mistake then?
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Yeah, well, we'll just go through the evidence.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Okay, so back to Kandros. Kandros?
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
About the murder case.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
And because of that, he was found guilty?
So there was a trial, and he was found guilty.
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
I mean, in a sense, it's pretty weak, but it matters.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Maybe not.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Alright. Where's the recording over there? And I do believe, okay, this is upstairs where Addison is. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it here and we're gonna continue in the next part. See with the murder case how it is. And also finally get to talk with Tan. And in the meantime, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. But as always, don't forget to take care.